Can we talk right now, Dad?
Sure. What is it, Taylor?
It's about next week's visit. I couldn't get any train tickets, so Jim's going to be driving me there instead.
But what about your car sickness? You're just like me and how car sick you get.
Jim says it'll be fine if I take car sickness pills and just sleep in the car.
I see.
We'll need a place to park the car when we get there.
Oh, that's right. I'll ask the neighbor if we can borrow the empty lot she owns.
Thanks. I'll tell Jim.
Yup. Say hi to him for me.
Do you think I should get a driver's license already?
Well, having one is certainly convenient. And I heard that even people who get carsick easily are fine if they're the ones who are driving.
I've heard that too. Well, I guess I'll think about it later. I can't wait to visit you guys next week.
Yep, we'll prepare some nice food for you. Taylor? It's Dad. Today's the day you'll be visiting, right? It's already 1 hour past the time you said you would arrive. Did something happen? Taylor? Are you asleep in the car or something? Text back when you see this, alright? I'll try and call Jim. Hi, Jim. Can you talk now? Just send a reply if you notice my texts if you're driving, okay?
Oh, hi, Mr. Larson.
Is the driving alright?
Oh, yeah. I'm not driving right now. Is something the matter?
Taylor wouldn't reply to my texts, so I decided to text you instead.
What? Taylor isn't there yet.
She's not here. Do you have any clue as to what happened?
No, I drove her to the station and then we parted.
The station? But she told me she'd be coming by car. You were supposed to drive her here, right? Since she doesn't have her own driver's license?
Oh, that's what this is about. Urgent business suddenly came up, so I had to use the car. I told her to just use the train. I'm sorry I didn't notice. I thought Taylor already told you.
Oh, I understand.
Well, tell me if you hear anything from her. I'll tell you if she texts me anything.
Alright, got it. Jim! I found out where Taylor is! She got into an accident at A City and was brought to the hospital by ambulance! I'm going to head there right away. But why on earth was she in A City? It's quite far from where you two live, and it's 100 kilometers in the opposite direction of where we live. Anyways, my wife and I will be going to A City immediately. Head over there once you see this message, alright?
I'm fine, Dad.
Taylor!
You're heading over here, right?
Yep. Your mother and I are in the train right now. But if you can text, that means you weren't badly injured, right?
Yep, I'm fine. But I broke a bone in my foot, so I'll have to go to the hospital. But the driver who bumped into me took the proper actions. He was actually really kind, so don't shout at him, alright?
Alright. I'm just glad you're okay.
Texting is kinda difficult, so I'll go now.
Taylor, there are a couple of things I want to ask you when I get there.
I know. Be careful. I'm fine, Dad.
Taylor!
You're heading over here, right?
Yep. Your mother and I are in the train right now. But if you can text, that means you weren't badly injured, right?
Yep, I'm fine. But I broke a bone in my foot, so I'll have to go to the hospital. but the driver who bumped into me took the proper actions. He was actually really kind, so don't shout at him, alright?
Alright. I'm just glad you're okay.
Texting is kinda difficult, so I'll go now.
Taylor, there are a couple of things I want to ask you when I get there.
I know. Be careful.
She got into an accident at the place I left her at. So that's why you found out so quickly.
She's in the hospital right now.
Damn it! I thought that I would be able to delay you finding out about it until at least we got back from vacation.
So that's what bothers you, not your wife's injury. You're one rotten son of a bitch.
It can't be helped. I just don't feel any love towards her anymore.
That doesn't mean you can just abandon her in some random city. No human with any remorse would do such a thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Not going to argue, huh?
You don't even know where I am right now, do you?
What if I said I did?
What?
You're at a resort a few kilometers from A City, right?
How do you know?
It looks like you didn't notice that there was a GPS hidden in the purse you stole from Taylor.
A GPS?
Our family has the habit of putting GPSs on important things when going traveling, in case they get stolen or lost. It looks like Taylor still does it to this day. Besides, the resort you're currently at is run by a relative of my wife's.
Seriously?
You went there for your college graduation trip, right? Don't you remember who organized that trip?
Oh, it was Taylor, right?
Correct.
Jesus.
Anyways, I'll be coming to your room.
What?
Your father will be coming too.
My dad?
I called him.
What?
You better get ready.
Damn it! My dad now monitors everything I do because of what you did!
Don't you think you deserve it?
Shut up! You guys want an alimony, right? Fine, I'll give it to you. My girlfriend's dad is the CEO of a huge company, so I don't care. A few $1,000s is nothing to him.
You met this other woman, Alice, at college, right?
Yeah, she's the daughter of a CEO.
Apparently that's all a lie.
What? A lie?
Taylor knew this Alice, but apparently she was infamous among the other girls for telling all sorts of lies so guys would like her.
What? But she always has a ton of money with her.
It makes sense considering the job she has now.
What job?
It's the kind of job you wouldn't want to go around telling other people about. You know what I mean? She was forced to start it since she had a ton of debt.
What debt?
Which means you'll have to pay for the alimony we'll be asking of you by yourself.
Wait a minute, I don't have that much money.
Does that mean you spent all your money on this expensive vacation of yours?
Please forgive me.
I'm not the one you should be apologizing to. But Taylor doesn't seem to want to forgive you either, so it doesn't really matter. Our lawyer will be contacting you.
Mr. Larson?
Goodbye, you piece of shit. The person Jim was cheating on Taylor with, who came up with the idea to bring Taylor all the way to A City. Apparently, she sees Taylor as her rival, which is what made her decide to try and steal Jim and abandon Taylor in some distant city. Obviously, we asked for quite a large alimony from the two. It seems Alice was shocked when she found out that this little prank of hers she pulled without any thinking caused quite a mess. She accepted the alimony and the ban on approaching Taylor without arguing, and is now extremely busy with the extra work she's taken on. Jim, on the other hand, was thrown into work at a company an acquaintance of his father runs, and on top of that, has multiple part-time jobs. He's now being monitored 24/7 and is constantly working to pay off the debt.
Hey, Nancy, have you noticed if the Wi-Fi is down? I'm trying to use my laptop, but it's just not connecting to the internet.
Oh, yeah, the internet's not working.
Okay. Well then, should I call someone to come and fix it? I mean, it's kind of essential that it gets up and running again. I was doing something quite important just then, and it totally crashed on me.
No, that won't be necessary.
Huh? Why not? If the internet is down, then surely you need someone to come out and fix it. We pay for the best package, so it really shouldn't be experiencing problems like this.
It's not necessary because I'm the one who's turned the internet off.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean exactly what I said. I turned the internet off.
But why? You know I use it during the day.
Yes, I know you do. In fact, I know that you use it pretty much all day, every day.
So then why'd you turn it off?
Because you don't pay for it. Me and your brother do. You just sit around all day using up all of my internet and you don't even pay any money towards it. I'm sick and tired of paying for you when you do nothing for me or your brother.
Whoa, that's not true in the slightest. It's not like I'm just sitting at home playing games or watching YouTube or something. I'm actually working really hard.
Oh, please. You don't do anything. All you do is sit at home using all of mine and Jasper's electricity, eating all of our food, and using all of our water. You don't even bother to tidy up after yourself. You just take advantage of Jasper's money and use it for yourself. Last month, you didn't pay us anything for the rent or the bills. We had to cover all of them. Do you know how expensive that was? I have things that I'd like to buy as a little treat to myself, you know? I can't do that if you're making me use all of my money on bills. And don't think I didn't notice the new computer bit that you got yourself. I saw the package arrive and I searched how much it was. How can you afford over $200 on a computer part and not pay your share of the bills? You are just wasting your welfare money on ridiculous stuff, thinking that me and your brother will pay for everything else for you.
Okay, you really need to chill out, like right now, before you go spouting off ridiculous and false accusations. If you don't stop now, you might end up saying something that you regret.
I don't need to do anything. I'm the one earning the money and you're just a penniless loser. If you want to try and tell me what to do, then you need to first start earning some money, because I won't be listening to anything you say otherwise. I don't listen to losers and bums.
I'm not anything that you're calling me. I don't know where you got this idea from that I'm penniless or that I don't help out around the house, but it's not true at all. I know that at the moment I'm not in the best of situations, but it's not my fault that the company I worked for went under and that I was made redundant. I'm lucky that at the minute I've still got my severance check, which is helping me out, which I used to pay for my share of the bills and rent, like I have done for the last 4 months since I moved in.
What are you on about? You didn't pay for the bills last month. Jasper did.
No, he didn't actually. He only paid for half, like we agreed when I moved in.
Well, I think you're lying. I bet you're just saying that to try and make yourself look less useless than you actually are. I'll be asking Jasper if what you said is true when he gets back from his business meeting. Until then, you won't be able to use the internet during the day as I'll turn it off.
Do you really think I'm stupid enough to not know how to turn the internet back on?
Well, yes, actually, I do. But just to be safe, I've taken the router with me to work. You can't have the internet if it's not there.
You what? You seriously taken the whole internet router away just so I wouldn't be able to use it?
Yep.
Oh my god, Nancy, what is actually wrong with you? I've paid my share of the bills so I can use the internet. You can't just take it away.
Actually, I think you'll find that I can, and that I have. And for the next 3 days, whilst Jasper is away, I'll be turning all of the electricity off during the day when I'm not there, so that I can save a bit of money and so the bills aren't so high. If you don't want to be sitting in a dark house all day with no internet, then you'll just have to go somewhere else, like the library or something. I don't care, just so long as you aren't in my house.
There is seriously something wrong with you, Nancy. To just cut off all the amenities like that is really a callous thing to do. You know I need the internet. I was working on something important and now you've just messed everything up. I'm gonna have to go somewhere like the library or a cafe shop where the Wi-Fi is free. I hope you're pleased with yourself.
Well, actually, yeah, I am. My goal was to get you to stop using all of my amenities and hiking my bills up. So, yeah, I've got what I wanted, so I'm happy.
You are literally the worst. I can't believe my brother actually married you.
Look, I'm not the one with no job. You're the one who is so pathetic that you can't even hold down a job. You're lucky that your brother is so kind and that he let you move in with us until you find a place of your own. If it were up to me, I would have told you that it was your own fault that you lost your job and that you had to find your own way back onto your feet. I, personally, don't want to be supporting some deadbeat loser who can't pay for himself. I mean, my friends have even all found out and they're making so much fun of me. They're all like, I can't believe you got to live with your dorky brother-in-law. He's such a loser. And Natasha even said that if I don't hurry up and get rid of you, that your loserness is going to rub off on me. I can't be having that.
Wow, so that's what you really think, huh? You really hate me that much? Is that it? And what did you mean by get rid of me?
Well, yeah. It's no secret that I don't like you. I really wish that you just get lost already. Nobody wants a lazy lie-about in their home, taking up all of their valuable resources. It's just not a good look for anyone.
I'm not a lazy lie-about. I work hard every day for hours on end, doing freelance work and things that you actually have no clue about. Just because I'm not mega rich at the minute doesn't mean I'm a failure.
Sure, whatever. Just know that whatever you say, it isn't going to change my mind about you. To me, you'll always be my husband's stupid, lazy brother who can't even be bothered to get a proper job. Have you even looked for work? I'm sure the coffee shop down the road is hiring. Go and work there. Then you can finally move out of my home.
How? A place like that pays less than minimum wage. How on earth can I save up enough money to get my own place? Working at a place like that?
You'll just have to work 24/7, won't you? Take any overtime they give and be prepared to work all of the hours you can.
Most I can make doing that is possibly a couple grand a month, if I'm lucky. Then I'll have to pay tax, along with whatever other bills I've got to pay. If I rent a place by myself, then I'll be spending over $1,000 a month for it, plus bills. I'd be lucky to have maybe $100 left at the end of the month for food and other necessities. How can I realistically live off of that?
Get a second job.
You really just don't care about me or my well-being at all, do you?
Not really, no.
Thanks. Well, just so you know, when Jasper gets back, I'll be showing him this conversation and we'll all be having a very long conversation about how people treat others in this house.
You're seriously going to go and tattle on me to your brother? Are you actually for real? How petty is that?
Actually, I'm dealing with this conflict like any mature adult should. Instead of acting rashly and doing something stupid, I'm gonna talk to the people involved in this conflict to try and resolve it without anyone getting hurt or ending up resenting someone else. My brother just happens to be one of the people who needs to be in on this discussion. I mean, you act like I don't want to move out and get a place of my own. Do you think that I enjoy living with my brother and his wife? That I want to be underfoot all the time and feel like I'm in the way or something? Because I don't. I want to be able to afford my own place, but to do that, I need the internet to work. You just taking it away today has done nothing but hinder any progress I was making to get out of your house and out of your hair.
Ugh, whatever. I don't care about your little sob story. And it's not my fault if you can't get a job. Just get out of my house as soon as possible.
Whatever. I can see that you simply just aren't listening to me. I'm just gonna go to the library. I'll be back later.
Oh, please, don't hurry. Take your time. Honestly.
Uh-huh, sure.
Or, don't come back at all. That's an option.
Nancy, what have you done? Where are all my things? My bed, my books, everything.
Oh, you're back.
Yes, I'm back. Where's my stuff?
I told you I wanted you out of the house. This is mine and Jasper's home, and neither one of us wants you here anymore. Trust me, I know because I messaged him and he said that he agreed with me. So you should just get out of here already.
Well, I know for a fact that my brother would never condone something like this. He would never just get rid of my things. Where are they all, Nancy? This isn't funny.
If you don't have a job, you're not considered valuable as a man. I've thrown away all of your stuff.
You what? I'm afraid you've disposed of much more than just my belongings.
Huh? Whatever. I was fed up with all of your things just lying around, so I got rid of them. I thought it would help get the message across about you getting out of my house already. Now that all of your stuff is gone, you can finally leave too. There's nothing tying you here, that's for sure.
You've really gone too far this time, Nancy. You have no clue what you've done.
Oh, boo-hoo. So some of your stupid, pointless things are gone. It's not like you can't buy them all again when you have your own place.
Yeah, I can buy most of my things again, but that's not what I'm really concerned about. No, what I'm incredibly upset and angry and all the other negative adjectives about is the fact that among all my things was the only photograph that me and Jasper had of our father.
What?
Yeah. Did Jasper tell you how our dad was in the army and that he was KIA before we were even born? We never even got to meet him, and due to a house fire, our mom was only able to save one single photo of our dad. Jasper asked me to look after it for a while so that I could get it uploaded onto my computer for safekeeping, but because I just lost my job, I haven't been able to do that. So I was keeping the original safe in my things until I was able to get a copy machine to scan the photo in. Now you've completely destroyed the only thing me and Jasper had to remember our father by.
I didn't know. You shouldn't have kept something so precious like that. Jasper should have had it.
Do you not just listen to a word I said? You're such a horrible woman. I don't know what my brother saw in you when he decided to marry you.
He's not going to be upset, is he? I mean, I didn't mean to throw away the photo, only all of your things. This is all your fault. If you weren't here taking up space in my home, then none of this would have happened.
And if you weren't such a horrible, cruel, and callous witch who apparently can't even share a house for a little whilst her brother-in-law tries to get back onto his feet, then none of this would have happened either. You can't blame me for the mess that you've made.
But what can I do?
You know what? That's not my problem anymore. I've asked a friend and he's gonna let me sleep on his couch for a few days whilst I sort something out. You're on your own now.
No, you can't just abandon me. You need to explain to Jasper what's happened and why. He'll hate me otherwise.
Well, that's your own fault, isn't it? See ya, Nancy. Try not to be such a witch to my brother when he gets back. Nick, where are you? How come you're not home? I've just got back from my business trip and none of your stuff is here. Did something happen? Were you able to find a house? Well, why didn't you let me know? I would have loved to help you move and celebrate you getting back onto your feet with you. No, I didn't find a place yet, but if you want to know why I'm not at yours, why don't you ask your wife? Huh? Nancy took all my things out of the house and chucked them into the dump. And I mean everything. After what she did, there was no way that I could stay in the house with her, so I'm currently staying at a friend's place before I can get a new place sorted. Whoa, hang on, you're moving out? Yeah, I can't deal with Nancy anymore. That was the last straw. Thankfully, I was at the library with my laptop, so I still have that, but because she threw everything out, it means that she got rid of Dad's photo as well. She what? Yeah, you remember that you gave it to me to upload on my computer? I hadn't been able to do it before I was made redundant, so I was keeping it safe in my room, but Nancy literally took every last thing from my room and took it to the tip. I tried to go there and see if I could find anything, but there was just too much rubbish. I wasn't able to find it. I'm sorry. Whoa, just hold up a moment. You have nothing to apologize for. You didn't lose it. And regardless of if you had the photo or not, the fact that Nancy took all of your belongings and took them to the tip is just a huge no for me. You were my brother. Why she thought it was okay to do that to you, I have no clue. But I'll be definitely having a long conversation with her. Don't you worry about finding a place to live just yet, okay? I'm your big brother, so you can stay with me for as long as you need to. Got it? But I can't live there whilst Nancy's there. We just don't get along. Don't you worry about her. I'll deal with her. Okay.
Nick? Hey, how are you? Look, about the other day, I don't know what came over me. Just chucking all of your things out like that? So rude. So, I know I said that I didn't want you living with us anymore, but maybe I was just a bit hasty? We can all fit into the house. It is quite a big one, after all, lol.
Oh, that's a complete 180 from the other day. What made you change?
Well, Jasper's heard about what I did. I'm guessing you told him, but he definitely wasn't happy. He's saying that he wants a divorce because he can't stand the thought of me acting like I did to you. I was just thinking that if you came back and we showed him that we were getting along now, he'd want to stay with me.
Ah, I see. So, your horrible behavior actually has consequences, huh?
Maybe.
So, first you wanted to kick me out of the house saying that I was a lazy and penniless bum, and now you want me to come back so that I can save you from your despicable behavior? Yeah, I don't think so.
But you've got to. I don't want to divorce Jasper. He earns a good wage and I have such a comfy life at the minute. If he divorces me, then I'm going to have to make my own way in life, and I really don't want to do that.
It's not my responsibility to fix your behavior, and I'm not gonna lie to my brother and make him think that you're a nice person because you're not. Nice people don't just throw their brother-in-law's things into the dump.
Are you still crying over that? Get over yourself.
Yeah, and that's just made me not want to help you even more. Good luck on your own. It looks like I've got a house to move back into.
What do you mean?
Jasper has just messaged me to say that you're out of the house and that I can move back in. He's even bought me a few new things to get me started and to apologize for how you treated me.
That's not fair. That's my home.
Actually, Jasper's name is the one on the lease, not yours. It's his home and he decides who lives there or who doesn't.
Ugh, but it's not fair.
Oh well, looks like you've got some packing to do. I'd be quick if I were you, in case Jasper decides to take a leaf out of your own book and donate all of your things to charities and stuff. He wouldn't just waste it by dumping it in the tip, you see.
You haven't heard the last from me.
Uh-huh, of course we haven't. Goodbye, Nancy. It's been a displeasure knowing you. After my brother kicked Nancy out of the house and began his divorce, I thanked him for backing me up. I then moved back into his house and we shared it happily together, taking on the chores and bills evenly. I was able to find a new job as an engineer at the local train station and it's paying quite well. I've got enough to get my own place, but for the moment, both me and Jasper are having fun living together, so we've agreed to hold off for the moment. Luckily, I was even able to find a picture of my dad from an old army buddy of his. He was more than happy to let me and my brother have a photo of him and my dad together. It was incredibly kind of him, and both me and Jasper couldn't thank him enough. We now had a memento to remember our father by. As for Nancy, I heard that she had to get a job at a local supermarket. I do see her around from time to time when I shop, and she doesn't look like she's living a life of comfort at all. I think she ended up renting a flat in the town, which was nowhere near as nice as the house that me and my brother lived in. But sometimes life needs to deal you a pretty big lesson in order for you to shape yourself up. I just hope it works for Nancy.